You turned it on?
Yeah.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's on now.
So here we are. It's now a few days after everything. Basically what happened when we got through listing out various different options of, trying to get the car put back together, the best one seemed to be to get just trying to source a used transmission or differential to replace everything that we could have possibly broken, and we were able to do that. So pretty much right after lunch on Saturday we headed back to Denver and then Boulder, picked up the transmission and got right to work trying to get it all installed.
We started to try to fix the car.
We kept working through most of the day, all the way up into the night.
So we're already up for 12 hours. So, yeah, 12 hours already. And then we were going to put in another 6-7 hours.
We got everything put back in, and
that's when shit went downhill. Just went downhill.
Right at the very end, the last two bolts was to reattach the slave cylinder, which we, kind of in the fury of getting everything put in.
So we're just like buttoning everything back up. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it. Yay, yay. Everyone's kind of like getting happy.
And at that point we discovered that the pin had come out of the slave cylinder.
Slave cylinder. Tranny's all back together. Drive shaft back in. Rear diff. Then we go check out the slave cylinder. Not so good. I'm gonna say that. Not so good.
The slave cylinder itself was going to miss the clutch fork. So at that point, and we were all pretty worn out, and unfortunately at that point it became clear that we were not going to be able to get the car put back together in time to get back up on the mountain on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's where we just said fuck it. It was already like what, 9:30. We were all exhausted. We just had no more energy, had no more fight.
We've gotten to another plan where we're going with an entirely different drivetrain even than that, and now we're sitting in the hurry up and wait mode of waiting for a whole lot of parts to come in so that we can put the car back together and get ready for race week itself. One thing I was thinking about in the time since this weekend is, I'm sure that as people are watching this, one of the questions might well be, well, why? It's just a practice. There's nothing riding on getting the car put back together or anything like that. And the answer, in our opinion, is, the test of a driver is during practice, during the actual race itself, is, you've got to find speed wherever you can, be consistent and be fast. That's their job. The job of the crew is to give the driver the best car possible and give him as much time to prepare as possible. And with Pikes Peak, preparation is extremely limited. You only get to practice on sections of the mountain, a handful of times before the actual race. And the only time you actually get to run the whole course is one time only on race day itself. Every little interval that you can do to get the car on the track is very valuable. And beyond that, it was just our job as the crew. There was nothing riding on it per se, but the more time that we can give, Scott, the driver, time to get on the mountain, the better chance we have of doing well come race day. So that's why we pushed as hard as we did to try and get the car back together. Unfortunately, in this case, we were not able to get it all the way done as we'd hoped to do. Now we've got another plan in place, and we should have plenty of time to get the car back ready for race week, and hopefully it'll be back and even better than it was before. That's the hope now.